Welcome back. We're going to talk this time about social media. Now, the split and this sort of marginalization of mainstream media is something which I see as a real problem in the United States and probably many other countries as well. The domination of the fringe media by sites of dubious accuracy is another problem. But it's more democratized and it's less subject to the sort of blanket filters that you would see in the mainstream media, so it's an important area. But social media is different. Social media looks on the surface to be without a filter. But it is the most sophisticated manipulation game in the media today. And basically, starting with the launch of this channel, I don't expect to discuss much politics on social media at all, because of understanding how it works and what they try to do to you in order to get money. As I said before, all media is the sort of game where you get people's attention and you sell it to advertisers. And social media is absolutely no different. Facebook is an advertising company, or Meta is an advertising company. Google or Alphabet's an advertising company. Twitter is an advertising company. Same goes through for every major social media platform out there. So what social media does is they display ads, they try to target ads that you'll be interested in, but then in order for this to work, they have to cultivate engagement, they have to keep you on their site. So, if you start talking about a lot of things in heated discussions in Facebook, the Facebook algorithm is going to say, oh, this is what you like, this is what keeps you on the site, we're going to provide more of it. LinkedIn is actually worse than Facebook in this regard, in my experience. There's a very, very big reason to keep politics off of LinkedIn. If you put politics on LinkedIn, you are going to get swamped. You're going to get hurt by the algorithm itself, and just don't do that. So the way that this works is the algorithm is trying to send you more and more information that is going to keep you engaged and on the site. And consequently, instead of coming to Facebook periodically and chatting with your friends, you'll come there and you'll spend hours arguing over politics. And of course, we know that happens on Facebook. That's practically what drives Facebook. And this is great because then they get more impressions, they get more clicks. People are seeing the advertising, they know what the advertising is about, and they're more likely to interact with it. So this is something which is critical for Facebook's business model. Unfortunately, there's no way out. We could just simply stop talking about politics, as I think a lot of people do, but think about what that means for civics and so forth going forward. If we can't talk about complicated, difficult issues with people we disagree with, what's the point? But Facebook or Twitter or any of these other social media sites, all they do is they feed on your negativity and your negative emotion. And they turn it around and they sell it. I ended up in a situation on LinkedIn a while ago where I ran into some people basically having an extremely anti-immigrant set of positions and confronted them about it. And then for days, that was all that I saw on my LinkedIn feed. we don't really realize often how much these companies are creating echo chambers for us and how much this is impacting what we see, think, and can do until it's too late. So I'm committed at this point to trying to create a set of community pieces of infrastructure. There may be some Discord servers and some other things that are dedicated around respectfully discussing politics over areas of disagreement. People will be kicked out if they are overly disrespectful. But we got to do something because our current social media platforms are terrible in this regard. As citizens of various countries, we have an obligation to our own countries to wrestle with the issues of our day and try to understand them. And while social media looks like it provides this in some regards, and while some aspects of social media might in fact be empowering in that regard, the algorithms are really, really destructive. And my view at this point is we need to avoid those algorithms at all costs. So that's what I have for you. Come back with more announcements later. Have a great one.